Hello guys, JFM Studios here to give you a very special video. This video, I'm going to show you guys how I drew my latest artwork, which is a fan art of Sakura from the Street Fighter series. Yes, I drew Sakura, she is my favorite character. I like to use her, she's so much fun to use. And tomorrow is her birthday. March 15th is her canonical birthday, so I just wanted to draw something special. And I just thought for the heck of it, I want to show you guys my step-by-step process on how I drew her and why I chose the choices that I did, So here we go. First things first, I draw the sketch right here in Photoshop. Yep, the pose, and I just took reference from her official render that you see on the right. It's from the Street Fighter 5. Just want to draw her in her current uniform and everything. And on the left here is official Capcom artwork by Toshiaki Mori, also known as Shinkiro. I really like his style. He's one of my influences. One of my favorite artists. So I was very impressed that he drew this picture of Sakura, so I used this as a reference to see how he shaded her dress, because it looks like a silky material, so I just wanted to use that. Oh, and a proper reference for her scarf, the design on her scarf, and the hair, and the eyes, everything. So, yeah, I use those references to draw her up in my style. And it's interesting to draw, different characters in my style to see how they look like. I never drew eyes like this before, so it's been fun. So after I sketch it all out in Photoshop, I save it and put it into Clip Studio Paint, because I like the line work in Clip Studio Paint. It's very smooth, especially when I use the G pen. The stabilization is smooth, much better. I noticed, the differences between, my line work Photoshop and Clip Studio is night and day. I like using Clip Studio Paint for my line work, and it looks like this.
Wow.
Yep, so that's the line work that I did in Clip Studio, and then after that, it's time for color. So what I do, I make a new layer, make it dark gray, and at this point, the whole canvas is dark gray, right behind the line art. It'll come in handy later, just there to fill some gaps, I mean, Clip Studio is very good with its paint bucket tool. There's none of that halo effect, where you see the faint white line or something like that. No, I mean, Clip Studio is very good with that, but I still like to use the dark gray layer. It has a little silhouette, which comes in handy later. I'll show you. Whoops. Not yet. I don't want to show that yet. Next is the flats. So, and then after that, I do the shading. And yeah, still in Clip Studio, I use the airbrush tool nowadays. Dark red, multiply, 20%. Right here. I also added in a bit of purple, dark purple. Just want to give it a warm feeling. That's why I use dark red, dark purple. And then after that, I did the cast shading, which is hard, even darker shadows. Right here. And I used this opportunity to add in some of the folds, the wrinkles in her shirt, and some of the folds and wrinkles in her little dress here, her little skirt and blazer. Don't know what it is. It's very cute, I should say. Very adorable. And of course, with that Shinkiro artwork, I referenced the scarf design, and I colored it in a different layer, just in case I make a mistake, and then I merged it with the flats. And then after that, I did actually, no. think it's right here. No, it's right here. Yes, yes. All right, these two layers. I don't normally do this, but I sketched in, some details on her hair.
He had beautiful hair.
And highlights, a little bit of highlights, and the details, the different strands. Just want to do something special because this is my favorite character. I got to go all out, and I did my very best here. I think this is my best work of 2021 so far. So after all that, I did the highlights, which I used the airbrush tool again. And I looked at that Shinkiro picture to see how the highlights looked on her little, on the silk. I think that's silk. It looks like silk. So I did a little bit of that. I was very wary on where the different strokes will go here and there. Now, what is this layer? I'm trying to find it. Oh yeah, this little layer that I have here is to highlight her microphone. Right. So after that, it's ready for the background. And for my backgrounds, if it's something like this, I didn't want to draw an actual physical background. I just want to do something simple. So I made a solid purple. Well, actually, it's a purple layer here. Purple gradient, I should say. Dark purple and then light, because light is pointing down from a top right corner all the way to bottom left corner. That's how I usually shade my artwork. From top right to bottom left. Yeah, that's where the light is pointing. So I gotta be wary on where the light purple's at. Oh wait, alright. So the light purple's on top here. And I added this grunge for a little bit of texture. I didn't want to make it too much. I lowered the opacity a bit just so we won't get distracted by the grunge texture here. But for fun, I added some cherry blossoms. This is a paint. Excuse me. This is a brush that's defaulted in Clip Studio. So I decided, hey, Sakura. I think that's related to cherry blossoms. In Japan. So I might as well put it there. I mean, I think I've seen other Sakura fan art with some cherry blossoms, so it makes sense. And why did I put it? Make them this way. Why didn't I just put the cherry blossoms all over the place? One, that will cause too much distraction, and two, I want the cherry blossoms to, play into the picture with the flow. I want you guys to look at this picture, have fun with it, and I want to guide your eyes to her fists and her face. That's why I made this little swirly motion with the petals. And to accentuate the swirly motion, I added this. It gives you a sense that she's raising her arms, or raising her left arm and tucking in her right arm with this movement. And it is a linear dodge add. Yeah, linear dodge, 52%, and I use the soft erase tool to delete the to add this little gradient effect, to feather it out. It really adds into the into the movement. Alright, so after that I save it and I put it back into Photoshop, so I can use some more Photoshop exclusive tools, like adding in the glow on this silhouette layer, and it looks like this, the pink glow. I like to use this, whenever I'm drawing these cool little portraits of characters. I like to use that It's part of my signature. Alright. And then after that, I added more. Oh, actually, I added more rose petals. This is a different layer. Rose petals, you know, that's in front of her, just so it can overlap, give it more depth. So after I added in the that glowy outline, I added this little filter. This is a vivid light of orange and purple, 44% opacity. I just wanted to add some more oomph to the picture. And I thought, you know, it looked cool. This little glow effect, it really guides your eye to her fists, right here, and it adds in with the lighting. You know, orange and purple, they're almost the opposites. You know, yellow is the opposite of purple, but you know, orange and purple, they work well together. They really do. It complements the background too. Not too much, you know. It's best not to use all the different colors of the rainbow here. You know, just got to be limited with my color palette when it comes to the background and the filter. This is what I call this layer, the filter. Even though it's a glowy, vivid light, I just call it the filter. And I added more little details like sparkles. Added a little bit of sparkles on her buttons and her metal stuff. This is the only metal parts of her dress, so those are the only two parts that I added that sparkle. And last but not least, I added my signature right here. Made it pink to make it look like the cherry blossom petals. Yeah, that's it. This is it. Yeah. Just wanted to show you guys this. Something simple for this Sunday, fine Sunday. And I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. And today is daylight savings time here in America.
I think it's weird.
Right, that's it guys. JFM out. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, goodbye guys.